Okay, quick Monday morning radar update. So, quick update, on my Twitter activity. Basically, this is a positive thing for me. It was never meant to look negative. It isn't negative, it's an extremely positive thing. I still have a Twitter account. There's been a lot of negativity out there towards people who provide content. There is good content, there is bad content out there. It's the way of the world. So basically, I've got a lot going on at the moment. I've got a lot I want to do in my own life at the moment. I've got a few projects on behind the scenes, and also I've got a lot I want to do just in the website, and just make it a little bit easier to navigate for people at Trading Basis. So I've got jobs coming out of my ears, and something has to give. Now, without going too far down a rabbit hole, Twitter. What does it do for me? I share content, copy and paste this, copy and paste that, and it's like just dropping content into a black hole. And if I've got content, it's probably better me just drop it on my website, drop it in my YouTube videos. I still have a Twitter account. I can share the video links, or you can, people who like my style will come and find it. But the trouble I'm having with the Twitter is that, something has to give, and Twitter is the obvious thing. I've got to step away from looking at this stuff every day. The way Twitter, and I suppose it's just the way all social media works, is it shows me things I don't want to see. So, there's people who, over the last few weeks, and I remember about a month ago I saw the same stuff going on, beating up on people like myself who've got a website, provide content. I do over 300 hours of live content a year. I share all my sort of. You wouldn't believe the amount of work what's behind there. I never thought I'll build a website, but it just, people ask for it. I did it. I'm a trader and investor first. I've been investing since I was a kid. I know I'm blah 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 blah, and I can see the BS out there straight away. These very popular accounts. Some of them used to only a few years ago were asking me this, asking me that, sending me direct messages, asking me all this newbie stuff, and now they're experts. So these 5,000 plus follower accounts, very popular people. If you tell the people what they want to hear, they will like it. And I always say, in investing and trading, what feels good is rarely what works. The stuff what makes you the money will never feel good. It never, it just doesn't work like that. So these newbie accounts making names for themselves, and part of their little new game is to beat up on people like myself who are actually real traders, who do this for a living. We're in front of the screens every day, every year. And so if I let you have a look in my direct messages, you would see a group of very popular websites, bloggers, vloggers, who a lot of you will know very well, and they will be asking me to do content for their website. Can you do content for this? Can you do content for that? They will ask me to do stock slams or whatever. Not stock slams, stock market competitions with other members, and I will say, no, I'm busy, I'm a real trader, I do this for a living, and in a nice way, and they will not say thank you for your time. They will just move on and just basically move on from there. You will see them. Oh, it's, you know, I'm interested in interviewing you for our website, for our blog. Yeah, what we need from you is if you give us a kickback. So they want me to pay them to interview them. So, you know, this is what it looks like in my inbox. And then you've got the other side of it, where the people who are collecting followers and trying to promote their own thing are asking you to share this and share that, and it's a never ending churn of promote. You know, can you help promote my sort of thing? Now it's a one-way street. Nothing comes back to me. I don't want anything back. You know, when I do something, I do it for people who do good stuff. So ShareScope approached me. I've used ShareScope for over a decade, been in front of the screens, God knows how many years now. And, well, that is a fantastic product. That is the product of choice for me. These are the guys who've done a lot of programming for me in the past, and hopefully we're going to get something very good and very usable for investors in the future as well, with sharing another part of my methodology. So that's positive stuff from me, and that's what I like to do. It helps me, it helps members, it helps everyone. Just real positive stuff with a good product. And basically, me doing a few blogs for ShareScope, I put a lot of time into those. I think they read really well. They really get across how I look at the markets. There's a lot of depth to them. And I get messages saying, have you heard what miserable popular Twitter person has got to say about you doing stuff for ShareScope? This learner who used to ask me questions so many years ago is now slagging my content off. So that's the kind of thing what goes on out there in the Twitter world. So, it's a very obvious thing to me. Cut out the negativity. Just insulate myself from these. I'll be a trader investor tomorrow. I'll just carry on doing my thing. We've got a fantastic group at Trading Bases. Nobody will ever get an email off me or a direct message, trying to sell them anything. Nobody has ever received one of those. That's not my style. Good people who want to learn from me will find me. That is the reality of it. And there is a limit to what I can do. I'm a one-man sort of band here, so that's my sort of piece on that. I'm a positive guy, and there's only so many hours in the day, and I'm gonna share my sort of positivity with positive people. That is it. So let's move straight on from that. The markets, inside day. Small caps obviously a little bit weaker. Want to watch around this area, and obviously wait for a reversal. But already talked about this. You could see it on Twitter if I didn't delete all my history. and obvious area is this 400 area. I posted this. And high five to those. I've had a look at Twitter this morning. Yeah, high five to those who have just put some good tweets. I will have a read of them properly later. And in fact, I'll just say a high five to those. Let me just look. Yeah, cheers to Jonathan, and Rick's out there as well. and Stock Whitler. Big high five to those, and to Colin. I do swear a lot, actually. I just try not to swear on videos. So it is much appreciated. My content is not disappearing. It can be found. So, you know, everyone knows where my content is. It's a positive thing. So, talking with Stock Whitler on this one, because we both have an interest in VLX. And for me, this is an extremely obvious area. It hasn't reversed yet, but it's trying to. So I will tell you now, anywhere in the right hand side, so long as it's above this low here or this area here, it's still in uptrend. I'll show you that. You know. So when this market correction comes in, the strongest stocks are the ones to watch. And when I say strongest, ones what are doing very normal stuff above previous highs. It's a very obvious area. So all trends do end, but you know, an 18% pullback is very normal. So that's VLX. I'll also say, you know, I don't pump any stocks. I pump process. I have a position, so that's a process thing for me. It's not a stock pump, but use it as you know, when I talked about it here, base cheap, breakout, first retrace. Use it to just visualize the trend in the future and see how it works out, you know, and go to the share scope tutorial, what kind of talks through that. So let's have a quick look in. You might have noticed I'm a bit nasal today because I've got sinus problems as well. I keep going dizzy, and I think it's my sinuses, to be honest. We should have traded 21% to be on average volume. So just get through these investments. Lots of the start of the month window dressing. It didn't arrive, did it? But it's arrived today in quite a few investment trusts. And let's just buzz through these. Oh, VLX has made the volume screens there. Marlow, I have a position in Marlow, so you can see where I've trailed to on that previous higher high. Pretty normal action, bit of news this morning. There will be another of my portfolio in this. I am exactly 2.7% off all-time highs in the history of the world. I don't know what my vol was on Friday afternoon because I wasn't at the screen. I don't know what the drawdown was. I mean, I was 1.6 in the morning, and then the markets dropped in the afternoon. So through the small caps, kind of covered that one in depth, haven't we? COG, obviously stage 4, kind of high in the sky stage 4, so it could be based out here, who knows, but have we got news today? Looks that way. I've just moved through these. Blue Jay Mining, so it went up on some news there, didn't it? And it's just come back into that normal mean trend area. HZM, you know my view on that. I should really write these down so I can tag them in it. Normal back and fill HZM, I would say. We're looking for the PTAL. Obviously, I've got a position in PTAL. It's doing fantastic at the moment. This and BKS last week, unbelievable. BKS just digesting that big push. Could be my new pet stock. But CER is my pet stock, and there it is. So you know, this one's been fantastic to us, and hopefully it can trend off into the, once the market relieves the pressure off the stocks. Hopefully this one can just take those highs out, and we can trail a few more carrots out of the market, and off it goes. But yeah, we've done in depth on this one, about this one being one of the strongest stocks. This was the market crash. It broke out before, and it did a normal retrace into a very obvious area. So, you know, from there, those who took it earlier are killing it. You know, I took it here. C-Box, high five to Matt and the others who are riding this one. Yeah, this one from down here was a really good idea, and then Matt threw this one into the mix again. Threw this one into the mix. I like it, and it's, you know, it's doing exactly, it's trading exactly how trending stocks trade. Fantastic. Revolution Bars Group, and it's a long one this morning, 16 minutes. Yeah, this thing is kind of awful, isn't it? Not, even if that is a base, you know, I wouldn't, you know, we know those are big levels up there, but it's just trying to bottom. Wide loose price action. So that's the Monday morning radar update, a little bit earlier than usual. It's a dry day. I'm going to walk away from the screens and do something positive. You should too.